Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the BGA podcast. Man, do I have a lot to say in this thinking episode of the BGA podcast. There is a lot to say. So I guess we should just get started with it. First, first thing of the podcast, Madam Web, the movie Madam Web. I know the movie has been around for a little bit now. I'm pretty sure I watched them weeks later when everyone else pretty much did. I'm certain I did. But the movie, honestly, I know it's going to shock some people because a lot of people didn't like it at all. I don't know why. Let me lower the volume a little bit because I want to be heard. Hold on. A little bit more lower. I think that's good. That's perfect. That's great. Oh God. Let me. I want the music to be heard a little bit. Okay. As I was saying, Madam Web. I saw the movie and I enjoyed it. I don't know why everyone freaking complained about it. It was a great movie. It was fantastic. In my opinion. Like, I honestly enjoyed it. It was very fun. It was very entertaining. Like, it was a good movie. I don't know why a lot of people are hating it. Like I enjoyed it quite a lot. If you were to ask me what rating would I give it, I would give it a what's the star rating for movies? 5 stars, right? Well, I would give it like maybe 3 stars. I would give it 3 stars out of 5. Like, is that freaking good, in my opinion? The beginning of it was like a little bit boring, but that's pretty much it. After that, we started seeing Madam Web doing fantastic after that. So yeah, I don't know why a lot of people were disappointed about it. It wasn't honestly that horrible, like everyone said. Continuing to talk about Marvel, here's a show that most likely a lot of people enjoyed when it was being when while it was being shown. For me, I came a little bit late to it. Loki season 2. I'm going to say it. It was really, really entertaining. I don't know why I was trying to say there. It came out as really, really. It was really a great show. Do I remember any of the episodes? Not really. Sort of, kind of, not a whole lot, but like, eh. The show itself the show, the episodes, everything about it. It was fantastic. I enjoyed it. It was a thrill. It was a thrill. I enjoyed it a whole lot. But yeah, yeah. Hold on, I'm changing some stuff right now. Okay, there. Yeah, it was a great movie. I enjoyed the heck out of it. I would honestly say my favorite episode was like, what episode was it when the guy like turned into spaghetti and stuff? I honestly don't remember. What episode was it? I think it was either the third episode or fourth. There were 6 episodes of Loki season 2, I think. So it was either third or fourth, where the guy turned into spaghettification. Yeah. Okay. If you remember, please tell me in the comments, okay? Yeah, but that's my honest opinions about that show. It was amazing. There were certain parts that I enjoyed. There were certain parts that were funny, like in episode once again 4th or 5th or 3rd. The guy just constantly becoming spaghetti noodles. Just seeing him scream, seeing him do this and all of that nonsense. I was just like, Jesus Christ, man. It's insane. It really is. Yeah. Yeah. But talking about something that is not Marvel related now, we have the Nintendo Direct partnered showcase that was shown last month. If you want my honest thoughts about it, you should go and watch my reaction of that direct. In the podcast, I'm just going to say there were certain parts that I enjoyed. In certain parts, I was like, okay, awesome, that's cool. If you want my honest reaction over it, just go watch the video itself. It's not that terribly long. It's pretty short than other other like Nintendo Directs are. But yeah. Yeah, that's my honest opinion about the Direct. Now, this is a honestly the most serious kind of talk that I'm going to have. Everything else has been about like a movie, a show, and the direct that happened last month ago. But this is a little bit more serious because, well, like it's not serious because of this one thing. It's serious because like it's the most serious thing I'm gonna talk about. It's about the app TikTok. It's about the app TikTok. Hold on. My apologies, I really needed to sneeze. But it's about TikTok, the app TikTok. One of the biggest companies from TikTok was Universal Music Group, the group that makes the music for Universal. Apparently, they are no longer teaming up with TikTok. They're no longer going to work with TikTok. There's no longer going to be music there. TikTok is becoming something a little bit more different, where he, instead of music, is going to be like little clips of shows and stuff. Yeah, I honestly think it makes things a little bit more better for me because I do use TikTok, and what I usually use on that app are mostly little clips of stuff. So it makes it slightly more easier for me. Slightly. Some people don't really like that though. Some people are choosing to leave TikTok and go to either Instagram or here on YouTube, and using songs here on YouTube pretty much. Yeah. Or other apps like, well, Likey or whatever else. Yeah. In this little part, I actually have the full thing, like a little headline of why this is happening. So for this time being, I am actually going to play it off for you guys like that. You know why this is happening. It's about 6 minutes and 17 seconds long, so if you don't want to listen to it, I guess you can just skip ahead to this time, pretty much. But with that being said, let's listen to this. Oh, and you could see now, you will be able to see a little video that I made from my phone of certain artists that you will no longer be able to see. But yeah, let's get started. Let me wrong one. Okay, there. And here you go.
Music is TikTok's past. Sounds may be its future. More universal music songs are disappearing from TikTok as the two companies fail to reach new agreements. Sound clips are ready for their big break. Repeated cutout of a young person holding their ear out against glitching mobile screen like shapes. Photo illustration. Wired staff. Getty Images save as music from Universal Music Group artists started to disappear from TikTok recently. A different kind of earworm got stuck in my head. Even though it's not a song, I sang it in the shower and whispered it in my sleep. You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees. I was not alone in my obsession. The memeable soundbite was used by TikTok creators to poke fun at everything from FaceTiming close friends to smoking leftover weed. Official brand accounts for Xbox and SpongeBob even joined in. This particular audio originated from Mainly Manny's satirical CEO character, but viral TikTok sounds can really come from anywhere. For example, a 2-year-old audio clip of White Lotus characters talking about texting also appeared on my For You page numerous times. With so many popular songs still blocked from TikTok, it's possible that smaller artists and songs from other labels, like Beyoncé's new music, might fill the gap, but the more likely scenario is that royalty-free, almost contextless sound clips will become the new hot commodity on the platform. Avatar, The Last Airbender, cast answer Avatar's most Googled questions songs from signed UMG artists. Like Taylor Swift, Drake, and Olivia Rodrigo, were pulled from TikTok at the beginning of February, and even more music is now disappearing. Universal not only had their recording deal lapse, which took down all the music that their artists perform, but also had a lapse of their publishing deal, says Tatiana Cirisano, a music industry analyst at Media Research. This now means any song that includes lyrics or a melody created by anyone who is signed under Universal Music Publishing Group, that music also gets taken down. UMPG released a statement on Thursday, claiming the negotiations are centered on disagreements about music revenue, artificial intelligence, and platform safety. The company also lightly acknowledged the increasing number of artists who are expressing frustration about their songs being blocked from TikTok. We understand the disruption is difficult for some of you in your careers, and we are sensitive to how this may affect you around the world. User-generated videos of music fans lip-syncing and dancing to songs were foundational to the beginning of TikTok's breakout success. In 2017, the parent company of TikTok, ByteDance, purchased a popular app called Musical.ly, described by The Verge as a teen karaoke app. The following year, ByteDance merged Musical.ly and TikTok. In the years since, it has become a hub of music discovery where artists can find new forms of fame thanks to the platform's memeing masses. Leah Linder, a member of TikTok's communications team, highlighted the platform's ongoing commitment to music fans in an email to Wired. Linder noted there are still plenty of songs on TikTok, though, depending on where you live, around a quarter of the typical catalog is currently missing. The company's recent statement claims artists can continue to connect with fans on TikTok, even if their official music is gone. This seems true, especially for already well-known acts. Olivia Rodrigo songs might not be on my feed anymore, but a prolific number of fancams from her current concert tour are all over my FYP. Frankly, TikTok has a value to the recording industry that's far beyond the money that they make from royalties, says David Herlihy, a copyright lawyer and music industry professor at Northeastern University. For artists, having a strong presence on TikTok isn't even necessarily about increasing album sales or linking fans over to music streams. Rather, grabbing viewers' attention on the platform and retaining that mass audience can lead to a form of cultural relevance for the artist and broaden their impact. Over a month after the first songs vanished, it remains unclear when Universal and TikTok might reach new deals. I think one of the risks for the music industry in general is if it turns out that the users on TikTok simply adapt, says Cirisano, and start using more unlicensed music. Start using more independent music. Start making more videos without music. It's quite frustrating for users to wake up one day and discover that videos with millions of views are now muted. And they might rethink their approach to making content. Creators are often incentivized to use whatever audio is currently trending with TikTok's algorithm. Back in 2023, an audio clip about loving womanhood, from the Canadian TV show Anne with an E, went viral on TikTok in two ways. As an opportunity for introspection when mixed with a melodic Hozier song, and as a funny celebration when paired with Shakira's She Wolf. Users created hundreds of thousands of videos for both sounds. Moments like these suggest a potential future where punchy sound clips will be further decontextualized and blended with other snippets to create aesthetic, meme-worthy audios. In the span of a 15-second video, about anything sounds good.
There you go. My honest opinion about it, I honestly may... Hold on. Oh, God. My honest opinion about it. It makes the app slightly more better, honestly. Once again, the stuff that I make in TikTok is... It doesn't need, like, super catchy, popping music. Do kids still say popping? I don't know. Like, I'm old, you guys. I am in my 30s now. Like, I don't know what's cool anymore, but yeah, I never used any of the music that much in TikTok. The only time I would use it is for if I wanted to be background music. Some of the songs that I use, it wouldn't be considered as dancing music. So yeah, it doesn't affect me one bit, not at all. But if you are one of those people that just needs to dance to the newest The Weeknd song, there's always Instagram or YouTube or Likey or whatever 15-second video app you choose to download. Pretty much, you can always find one of the songs there. But enough about TikTok. Like, I'm pretty sure some of you don't want to hear about that app that much anymore. So let's talk about a game that I actually finished a couple of days ago. That being Marvel Spider-Man 2. It's been a little while, but after some time now, I actually beat Marvel Spider-Man 2. What are my honest opinions about it? The game is great, you guys. Of course, some of you have already played the game. It most likely finished the game. Months later, the reason why I couldn't play it is because I didn't had a PS5 at the time when they came out. But eventually, I was able to get it for Christmas, pretty much. That was the first game that I got for the console, and that's the only game I played that was made for the console. Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, that's all that that I honestly want to talk about. The story is good. The ability to change into Peter and Miles is amazing. There are certain parts of it that I really, really enjoyed, and there were times, as I am, there were certain times where I would just constantly. Oh, I should probably. There you go. Music is back on. I apologize. But there's certain parts that did get me slightly uh, upset. Of course, this is me, so this ain't nothing new. Like, if you were to see some of my Let's Plays, there will be times when I will be like, God dang it, I freaking got. Yeah, like that. And in this game, that's no exception. Like, there were times when I would get upset or a little bit to the point of breaking something. But this time I tried to freaking control myself, and instead of breaking like the PS5 or the controller or anything like that, I would try and break my teddy bear. Yeah. But other than that, the game, you guys, I honestly enjoyed it. It was fun. It was entertaining. It was thrilling. There were moments I honestly enjoyed that made me go like, wow. One of the toughest parts of the game, honestly, is fighting the symbiote. You might be thinking right now, do you mean Venom? Yeah, Venom, yes. But I mean the symbiote. Like, just fighting the symbiote itself, it's crazy. It was insane. Regardless on who has it. Peter Parker, difficult. Harry, difficult. Here's the thing, and I just know some of you are going to roast me because of this. Some of you are gonna definitely roast me when I tell you this. The first time I did the Miles versus Peter fight, I had no idea, no clue. I was oblivious about this, that you can actually parry in the game, that you can actually counter certain attacks. And to this very day, it's a little bit difficult for me to do this. But there's a black button where when the bad guy that you're fighting does a super like strong move to waste your HP, he would do a move that is super strong against you. But if you press the black button just in time, Miles or Peter would literally be like, they would immediately block the move, and if you press the attack button, they would do some sort of attack back that is most likely twice as strong. Yeah. I had a difficult time with that part. It was very, very difficult. I like in the beginning of that fight of Peter versus Miles. I I honestly think I died like honestly 20 times until I was like I can't do this. I freaking just it's impossible. It's hard, man. At the time I died was unbeatable. Like you can't win. Like it's useless. Why bother? But after a while, I was like, how do I beat this boss? And eventually, I found a freaking show, no, a video on YouTube. And on that video, you could honestly see in the video that Miles is blocking some of the moves, that there's a block button. Yeah, I was like, wait, there's a block button? You can block moves? Why did no one tell me about this? Why did I not learn about this? Like, I saw some of the commercials for it, some of them. I didn't want it to be spoiled at all. I wanted to figure out things for myself, and this happens to me. Yeah. So after a little bit of learning how to freaking block, it was still difficult, obviously, but eventually I was able to beat him, pretty much. I was able to beat him days later when I calmed myself down. Yeah, like, even though I learned that you can block, I was still slightly upset that I was like, you know what? No, I don't want to play no more. I'm going to wait. I'm going to calm myself down first, and then eventually I'm going to play it again. And that's exactly what happened. Like, it took some time for me to be like, okay, alright, I think I can do this again. And when that happened, I was like, finally, man, finally. I honestly think it took like 2 days for me to calm down and properly um, win that fight. But then the same thing happened while I was fighting Venom as Peter Parker. It then finally was beating Venom as Miles. Like, it was slightly difficult. Actually, it wasn't super difficult fighting Venom as both Peter and then Miles. I honestly think it was a slightly more tougher beating Peter with the symbiote, but like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Next thing that I want to talk about is actually a partnership that a certain company tried to do, but one of the companies was like, oh god. No, that's what the other company literally did. They were laughing about it. In what partnership am I talking about? Actually, no, not partnership. Ownership. The ownership of Microsoft trying to buy Nintendo. Again. 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 That's right, you guys. Again. I don't know much about stuff like this. So to make it easier for myself, I actually have like a little trans translate translation of it. Let me just do this. Oops, hold on. I made a mistake. Let's do this. Let's do that. Select all except for that one thing. Copy and take a listen to this. I guess. Wait. Hey. Listen to this. Hold on.
Keshi, I totally agree that Nintendo is the prime asset for us in gaming, and today gaming is our most likely path to consumer relevance. I've had numerous conversations with the LT of Nintendo about tighter collaboration and feel like if any US company would have a chance with Nintendo, we are probably in the best position.
No, you're
Being
not.
fortunate for Nintendo situation is that Nintendo is sitting on a big pile of cash. They have a BOD that until recently has not pushed for further increases in market growth or stock appreciation. I say, until recently, as former MS BOD member ValueAct has been heavily acquiring shares of Nintendo. https://www Reuters. Article, is Nintendo ValueAct exclusive ID USKCN 2232VT, and I've kept in touch with Mason Morfit as he's been acquiring. It's likely he will be pushing for more from Nintendo stock, which could create opportunities for us. Without that catalyst, I don't see an angle to a near-term mutually agreeable merger of Nintendo and MS, and I don't think a hostile action would be a good move, so we are playing the long game. But our BOD has seen the full right UP on Nintendo and Valve, and they are fully supportive on either if opportunity arises, as am I. Confidentially, we have two fairly active M&A discussions in gaming right now, Warner Bros. Interactive and ZeniMax. I took ZeniMax to the BOD last week, and prior to the BOD discussion I asked Amy and Sadia if they wanted me to slow either or both of these given the TikTok discussions, and they both emphatically told me, no, they are fine doing all three of these if the deals make sense. I won't say WB or Zenny is Nintendo, but both are for Celine gettable bias if things align. Biggest obstacle in WB is IP ownership. We wouldn't own any IP, which hurts long-term flexibility, and the only obstacle on Zenny is valuation expectations of founders. But I think it's like one or both of these happen, which will help us continue to double down on our gaming relevance. To give a sense of scale, ZeniMax is about the size of our current first-party studios org, so that would be doubling our content asset. Downside is it's more core, less broad, not mobile, more North American, European, etc. I love this discussion and value you looking at the opportunities here. At some point, getting Nintendo would be a carer moment, and I honestly believe a good move for both companies.
No, it wouldn't.
It's just taking a long time for Nintendo to see that their future exists off of their own hardware. A long time. Smiley face. Bill.
As you can already tell, I'm not all about this ownership of Nintendo games. That they're trying to say, hey, Nintendo, why don't you put some of your games in Valve? Like, it would be great. No, I honestly think it wouldn't do good for Nintendo at all. Not one bit. Yeah, I'm not saying this to be mean about Xbox, but have you seen Xbox for the past few years now? They're not doing the greatest. I honestly think the day that they released Xbox Series X and S, they've been going down slightly, man. It started going down whenever that console came to be, and I don't quite think that it's a good idea for Nintendo to be part of that situation as well. I'm like, that's my opinion. I'm not saying that they're the worst company. They've never made great games. I'm going to tell you the truth right now. I used to have an Xbox a long time ago, and it was good. It was good. It was the Xbox 360, of course. Like that's, I honestly think that's the only great console that they made. After that one, it was the Xbox One, and it was alright. But the Series X, you guys, I'm sorry, it's not that great. There's not that many great games for it. I would look at it, be like, yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm gonna stick with PlayStation and Nintendo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the last thing that I want to talk about, the last thing we're going to be talking about in this podcast is about the PlayStation Presents Direct. Here's the thing. I didn't do a reaction to it. I didn't do a reaction to the showcase. The PlayStation Presents Showcase. But I did watch it and I did enjoy it a little bit. The announcements of certain games were okay. Announcements of things being added to other games were good too. But honestly, the only part that I honestly thought was like neat and like pretty good about was the new Pokemon Legends game. Pokemon Legends C slash A. CA. I don't know. Legends CA. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the story is going to be about. It would probably be about the past again? Maybe? I don't know. But like, yeah. I have no idea about the game yet. No one does really. But whenever they tell us more about it, I'll be all about it. I'll be happy. I'll be thrilled. Who knows? Maybe I will want to buy it. I am a big Pokemon fan. But that is it, you guys. Slightly longer episode today, but not extremely long. But what can I say? I talk about things way too quickly. I talk about them not that in detail enough. Eventually, I will be able to do stuff like that. But that's about it for this episode of the BGA podcast. Once again, there is a new episode of the BGA podcast every single month, once every month. If you're interested in just listening to it, you can finally listen to it on Spotify and Amazon Music. Yes, you guys, it's finally on those places now. I finally learned how to do it. Yeah. But that's about it. Last time I ended it off by saying hasta la vista. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid of me. So I'm going to stick with my regular outro that I usually do on my Let's Plays. No, that I usually do on my vlogs, pretty much. But that is all from me. I'll see you guys with another one. See ya!